Hello, everyone.
We are
How's
back.
everybody?
Yes.
You guys are good?
Yeah, good. How are you, Celine?
Very good. I'm super excited. This week has been like crazy. We're launching season 2, episode 1.
Right.
We are super rested. We took some time off during the summer, and I think everybody should take some time off to spend with the kids before they go back to school. We emptied our minds with all the stress, and now we're back. We're energetic, and we have already planned out the season 2 for you guys. So it's gonna be amazing information. And you can also always comment and let us know if there's anything specific that you want us to discuss or research for you. It would be our pleasure. Don't forget to put your comments. Let us know where you're watching from, so we can know where are we reaching globally. And also, Amal has put in the video our channel, so please go there. If you haven't watched our season 1, you can find all of it there. And yes,
I can't hear you well. It's from my side.
Can you hear me, Amal?
Now I can.
Oh
hear
yes,
you. You were
yeah,
cutting
yeah,
off.
now yes. The few seconds at the end, just the few seconds.
Okay, just at the end.
We are good. We are good.
Anyways, I can start back if needs be. So that's it. So follow us on our channel. You'll find all the episodes. It's going to be much easier than scrolling through our page to find the older episodes. Today, we are starting the season with a very important topics to us as business owners, as also carrying multiple pages on different social media. And for it's actually very good for anybody, even if you don't own a business, to work on that. So we are going to talk about storytelling today. And let me just make sure I'm not missing anything. So the power of storytelling and how people judge you or your brand based on your story. So I'm going to let Amal go ahead. But before that, I just want to specify that a story is not necessarily set in cement, and that story is going to always be the same throughout your whole life. You start with a story, but through your journey, you can adapt and change or update your story to where you're at in your life. I'm going to pass the ball to Amal if she has anything, and then we'll all kind of share our story. If you want me to start with my story, and then we can also tell you what's the benefit and why we talk about storytelling. And I'm sure you see it all over the social media.
Yeah. So storytelling, since I'm a little girl, I always like to listen to stories, When we were little back in Lebanon, my grandmother, before, like in the evening, whoever knows Lebanon, they know there's not much electricity at common ground, still there now. So in the evening when we didn't have electricity, my grandma used to sit us down and tell us story. And I used to be waiting for this moment. Like I used to be mesmerized. And the stories would be like how she lived when she was little, how her father used to take her places. But because the world evolves so fast and so much, when you're a little person, you get fascinated with what the adults, especially grandparents, tells you, right? And throughout life, like if you think about it, all movies, who doesn't like movies? They are all storytelling. So when I started my business last year, I used to hear in the training, in the community, the importance of the story, And I'm like, yeah, okay. But then eventually throughout, I was introduced actually to a person whose job is to uncover people's stories. And step by step, I started writing my story. I did not realize how strong and how powerful that was. Once I started writing it and I started reading it, and I went through a process when I read I put it in a script, and then I read it and I started listening to my voice saying the story. the power of that, I would never have a word to explain. When we are small, what we go through life, when we are young in age, there's so much that we go through that sticks with us and we don't know. It stays in our subconscious, and our behavior, I find out, our behavior gets affected by that.
Yes.
I'll tell you how I things like a puzzle put together when I was doing this process. So whoever's follow me on my page, I do have my story like in a video. Actually,
Go watch it. It's
a video. It's pinned on the top of my page. Feel free to go and watch it. It's 3 minutes, not a very long one. So when I was putting things on and then I'm talking about it, I realized that in my life, when there is a conflict, I just leave. I find my way to just leave conflict. Going back in time, this behavior is because when I was 9, I lived through the civil war in Lebanon. When I was 9, something bad happened to me, and I decided to leave. At that point, I decided to leave, and I worked the next 10 years of my life until I'm 19. I worked hard to leave, and I left. And since then, every time I found myself in a conflict situation, I just leave.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm not dealing with this. I'll find another way. It's not necessarily something good. Yes, that decision got me to live the life that I'm so grateful of. I got to travel the world. I got to do what I wanted to do. I live now in the privileged world. I call it the privileged world, North America, because the amount of the way the lifestyle here is so much easier than where we come from. It's easier on so many levels. And sometimes I'm in awe of how people who are born here, lived here all their life, it's not their fault. They don't realize how privileged they are and how life is so much easier here. Anyway, so that process got me here and got me to the life that I am. But I got to understand myself and what I need to change first to grow, to get to the next level, and share a part of me that I'd never shared before. And I didn't know that was holding me back, but it was. And now it became my story that I get to inspire more people. You know what? After I launched my video, and I think 2 weeks back now, I had so many people reach out to me. And most of them have been a child in a conflict situation, whether it was through a civil war. You know, back in the Middle East, it's an unrest area more than Lebanon. It's not only Lebanon, right?
Oh.
Reaching out to me and say, oh my God, thank you for bringing that to life. Your story resonated so much with me. I think that I am that person that you're talking to. And this is the power of the story, because no matter how it's hard to say it or it's holding you back, once you get it out and you take ownership of it, you don't know who you're going to inspire.
Right.
And you don't know who is just waiting to hear something just to come out and have a conversation. So yeah, this is a power. Sorry, I just took too long. It's just
it's okay.
so close to my heart now.
Very nice to hear.
And I found like people are resonating with that and reaching out to me. And yeah, what do you think, Irene?
First, I want to talk about your story. And when I saw the video, so it touched me, your voice and everything you went through. I came from the Middle East also, but I didn't have the experience with the civil wars and this. I don't have the story as yours, because I am younger and I didn't at the time when I was born. The area where there was more silence, and so I don't have this story. And So for me, storyteller like you, like your story, and many of the immigrants, people here that immigrants from the Palestine or Lebanon or Syria now at the last few years and all this. So it's kind of familiar for me, but it's not my story.
Yeah, no, that's totally
I know. Yeah, so I know these stories, but I didn't went through this situations before. So my life was so normal as a girl, and then as a teenager, and then as a my life changed since I came here. So from here, my story starts. So I came here with a lot of dreams. So, even if I live in a silent area, maybe, or in somewhere that it doesn't have that much, so, or my childhood was a regular childhood, but I had a dream, or we all had a dream in all over the world about this area, North America and Canada, and where the land of dreams. So I came here with a lot of dreams, and I faced the reality. So this is my story.
Yeah.
So the reality here is different from what I thought. It's a normal life. It's okay. You can achieve your dreams here, but you can achieve it everywhere. So I saw many of my friends that live in the Golan Heights now, and they achieve their dreams. They don't have to move for anywhere. They can achieve it everywhere. So, mommy, I'm talking.
I think it's a different era we live in as well. Like 10 years back, I'm bringing in now the online space. The online space and the digital world made things a bit more accessible, right?
Yeah. I think what Amin is going through is, okay, so the thing with the story now is more important than ever. Why? Because like Amal is saying, the era we're living in now is very online. It's very digital. So in the past, like Amal was specifying, where she would be around her family, sitting down, her grandmother will tell a story, or we would get together, we'll sit down, and somehow with our experience, our past experience, and we're talking and we're sharing our day-to-day, the person facing you kind of have a story of you, right? Yeah. But now in the online world, we're sharing pictures, we're sharing content, but we're not specifically really focusing on who we are. So this is why it's very important for the people that follow you to connect with you. And the only way for them to connect with you is for you to share somehow your story. But it doesn't mean that every story is going to be based on an event that happened in the past that was major, like Amal had to go through. It could be something very minimal. Like when I decided to write my story down, it took me months. It took me 5 months. I would take my journal, sit down to write my story. Nothing comes out because in my head, I'm like you, Arine. I had a very good, I was very, very, not spoiled, but I didn't miss anything in my life. So I'm like, what am I supposed to talk about? And I would close it, go back. Till one day I was forced, something happened, and I twisted my ankle, and I was by myself and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't move. I took my journal, put my meditation music, and I said, I need to just scribble down, put stuff down that come through my mind all the time. And by the time I was finished 3 hours later, my hand was hurting and I had 17 pages written down. But it felt like someone else was writing the story. So when I reread the story, that's when I realized that there was moments in my childhood where I didn't think they were major, but now I get to understand why I act in a certain way, where I have no, well, I'm not going to talk about now. Now I have full confidence. I'm very good and I'm at a certain level, but because I went through all this. But let's say I go back a year ago where I would always think that even if Amal, you, my boss, my mom, everybody's telling me, oh, you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. But deep inside of me, I knew I wasn't doing a great job because for me, it wasn't enough. And there was something blocking somewhere. To realize that many times in my childhood, when I would start something would happen, and I would from the first bump, I would give it up. That's it. This is too hard. I can't do this, or I don't know how to fix this. So I would just turn the page. But when you write these things down, at the end, when I'm reading, it's the same thing occurring throughout elementary school, then high school, then college, then when I started my first job. It was always the same thing until you're like, you know what? I am the issue. Not because it's the bad thing. It's just that why not realize what your habits are? The story will bring you to your habits. The habits, you get to analyze what you're doing and if you are okay with this habit or you want to change this habit. At that time, you get to a point where, okay, this is my story. These are my habits. This one is a good habit. This one, maybe I can change. And this one is not giving me anything. So you get to work around it. And the story gets you to imagination, to open up your mind to imagine. So when we're sharing our story, or when Amal shared her story and she got comments, it's because people were able to imagine her story, right? So they're listening and they're imagining. Doesn't mean they're imagining it the same way Amal is seeing it, but they're seeing it in a different way. And then it's bringing a kind of a hope, a light that, you know what? I'm not the only one going through this. Amal is going through this. The comments that are on the post, the people are going through this. So it will give them that courage to share their story too.
That's it, the power. That's what I want to talk about, why my story started from here when I moved to here. And because I came with a lot of dreams, and maybe my story resonates with a lot of women that came here. They got married and came here with a lot of dreams, and then they faced the reality that they will stay home at the beginning, even if they had a lot of experience in their major or in their life. You have to start everything from scratch. You have to start to find yourself from the beginning, what you love, what you have to do. It's not easy to work outside, even when you have children, will have children like me as a mom. So it makes me more can't move in this way, because I have children, and I blocked my dream, and there is something else now to focus on. So that's what here start my story, and here I stayed. Okay, that's enough, because I suffer from this situation. I have a lot of things going here. I don't want to block them anymore.
Put them down on a paper. Very important. Put them down on a paper. When you write it down, it's like you're getting a relief off of it. Then you read it, you might cry. I cried. I'm sure Amal cried, because you are reading your story as if it's a book, and you're gonna feel that feeling. But once you get it out,
uncover stuff too, Celine, right? When you write it, you uncover stuff. And when you read it, and when I started listening to it before I sleep, I would listen to my voice telling that script of my story. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'll go back to these moments and I relive them. And I think that was the part that helped me push
the healing.
Yeah. That's how you're like, okay, Amal, you are 40 years old. That's a 9-year-old Amal.
Yeah.
So much happened. And you did good. You did great. You come out of it, but get out already.
But see, you're going to resonate with certain people now. Irene is going to resonate with her people, which are the people that are coming to a new country. They don't have family here. They have kids. They have no support. They're concentrating only on their family, but look where you're at now. So this is something that's very powerful. Every single person has a story, but we need to dig into it. And we are here to help you out. If there's anything, we'll give you pointers. We'll help you out. We went through it. We know, like Amal said, that person is an amazing person that put us like into step by step how to get your story out. And if you are in a business environment, it will become your brand story. But
Yeah.
see, now Amal has her brand story. She could go on with years with her brand story, but eventually she can add to her story, and her story grows.
Because my life is not stopping. It's
No,
moving,
exactly.
right?
Exactly.
Part of that story still be the same, but the future, what's coming, and how I'm changing as a person, because we all change, we all evolve as we grow, as we learn. Who am I becoming? This is the fun part, and this is like the journey, right? We go through all these things to get our purpose and who we are in life, and why are we here for? What is our real purpose here? And I think I know where that's going.
So you have here the inspiring, the purpose, the belief, and the hope. Hope. That's our main thing, is to give hope to people and inspire them.
This is the thing for this season 2. I think you touched on that, Celine. In this season 2, we wanted to focus on the moms, the ladies, as a mom, as a person, as a woman, as a human, as an entity by itself. Being a mom is not the only definition for us as a woman. Is a big title that we are so proud to hold and take it on, but there is more
part of us.
This is more. There are more to that. And this season, all our topics that we have put together is basically bringing that power from within you as a woman, and how powerful you are in your society, in your life, in your family, and in your world. Basically, we're starting with the storytelling, and you wait and see what's coming.
So you can do it. If we can do it, you can do it. Anybody can do, and anybody can focus on what is really their inspiration, imagination, hope, belief, dreams, whatever you want to call it. Amal,
Thank you so much.
Go ahead, Irene, if you want to.
Yes, I just want to close and say thank you to all the people that watched us, all the people that will watch us. If you want to watch more, you can visit our YouTube channel, and we will be here every Thursday, noontime. This is the time for us 3 here. Join us, and thank you all. Thank you, ladies, and have a nice day.
Okay, bye now.
Bye.